Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is May 23rd, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's take a quick look at this chart, this quarterly chart, and see what we see here. We see green. We see green above the yearly pivot and all. We're fighting in a little zone here that we'll see on the a little bit better on the lower time frames, but we are green. We wasn't able to break, go too much higher. We went a little higher and came back down this week. We'll see all that on the lower time frames. Let's go to this monthly time frame here. On this monthly chart, what we see here is we are still above the 9-10 moving average. So technically we are still in a bull market, but we are fighting this level up here and this supply up here and all. We came up to a R1 level and kind of pushed back down and closed down here below these highs here. Very bearish looking sign at a top. So again, we'll see this a little bit better when we get down to the lower time frames. Let's go ahead and go down to this weekly time frame and see what we see there. Oh, why did I do that? Let's go to the weekly time frame, maximize, and take a look here. This is how the week has been going, struggling all week, it seemed like. All right, on this weekly time frame, what we see here is a bearish harami in a good location for confirmation of a red candle going back down to the downside. We may end up coming back down here and touching this 50 moving average come next week. We may come back down here and touching this support 1 level come next week. So we got to kind of like be very mindful of our trading plans and our trading strategies and trade accordingly. Keep your eye on this market. Don't let it surprise us and all, because we are fighting to get above this whole high. As we can see, we could not close above previous week high. We did not close below previous week low. That ends up giving us this whole bearish harami thing. So be careful. That's all I can say. All right, but let's go down to the daily noise and wrap this on up. Daily noise. Daily noise. Let's zoom in here a little bit. We don't need. We already saw. Let me back up a little bit, though. I'll back up just a little bit where we can see what we're fighting. This is what we're fighting. That's all-time highs. That's all this selling, that happened back over here. It's kind of like going into a headwind, like us on our bicycles. We're fighting that headwind, trying to go higher, trying to go up, and we end up hitting the wall. Boom! We hit a wall here based on just this whole what was happening here. Those guys still have plenty supply, to sell and all, and we are pushing back to the downside. The thing is, how far down will we go? Let me zoom in. Let's erase that a little bit and zoom in a little bit here and all. Now that we've looked at that, what I can see here, that is we can come down here and maybe fill this gap. We stop right there. So we got an area here, and we feel that gap. That'll take us, these are weekly pivots and all. If we come down to fill that gap, that'll take us down almost to a support 2 level. We can almost come down to maybe a support 3 level and all. And if we come down to that support 3 level, that will close that gap. But then that will start getting kind of scary, because that'll be a pretty good leg to the downside if that actually happens. And long as nothing stops that happen, why not come down here and fill this gap? And that would be crazy if it comes that far down. But this can happen. Again, be just mindful of your trading plans and your trading strategy and trade accordingly. But that's what I see. The only thing is, come next week, looking at these weekly pivots. This is the pivot right here, my central pivot. And a lot of times I say if we end up opening below that level, I kind of expect us to stay below that level. So again, that ends up taking us at least here and maybe here. And like I said, I'm just repeating myself, since we have this gap all the way down here. Some people may even look at a gap even all the way down here. We can end up down here at a support 3 level. And that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend, this long weekend. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.